Yes, yes. The 7 dragons, gods. No ancient artifact that relates can escape there. Still, this time is different. Oh, traveler, it's you.
Huh? Ganyu, what are you doing here?
Hello. We were just discussing...
Yes. We were just saying how even the audacious treasure hoarders should know better than to mess with the abyss.
But we recently received intel from the Ministry of Civil Affairs that 2 big-time treasure hoarders in Leo...
2 big-time treasures?
Yes. They're known as Big Sis of the South and Raptor of the North.
Oh, Raptor! Paimon remembers he tried to run away from Amber and Mud.
You already know something then. I guess you were correct. She's the head of the treasure hoarders, and some say that the god of thieves even bestowed a gift upon her for her exploits, making her Big Sis of the gods.
Ну да, точно слухи, потому что Ноктюрнал тут вроде нету.
Anyway, the treasure hoarders discovered some previously unexplored... Despite how dangerous that makes it, all the treasure hoarders, they have already devised a plan. They will send out a decoy to divert...
To this end, Big Sis and Raptor have reportedly recruited a certain grand thief from Fontaine.
Серый лис, что ты тут делаешь?
Grand thief? That's quite an impressive...
Oh, indeed. He is the grand thief is highly respected in the treasure hoarders, in the same way that we adventurers look up to great adventurers. Ah, so you're familiar with the author of the Tevat Travel Guide. So, despite being relative big-timers in Liyue and Mondstadt, Big Sis and Raptor had to put in a lot of work to convince a thief of his status to...
With the major changes in Liyue recently, the Ministry of Civil Affairs and the Millelith already... But anything related to the Abyss makes me feel like there is some unknown danger lurking. So I decided to come to the Adventurers Guild to post a commission.
Mm-hmm. Leave this commission to us.
Oh, thank you so much.
Что угодно для тебя, Ганьюй. Шучу.
Good to see this in the hands of a reliable guild member.
Да, потом одолеем, пока... Нет, спасибо, я играю в соло. Добежала, наконец. Далековато у меня был ТП. О, это же... О, это вот точно нужно снимать. Все, тебе, родная. Как по мне, это самая жуткая миссия в этой игре.
Let's go deeper inside. Paimon sure hopes Ganyu's information is reliable.
Вы этого не видели.
There aren't many guards here. Looks like their plan to draw away the Abyss Order's forces really worked.
Да. Умею, практикую.
Swift and merciful.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire.
Ну, открылась.
Race you.
Хотя оно уже тут немного жутко.
More signs that a treasure hoarder was here. This should be the right direction. But why does it feel stranger and stranger as we make it deeper into these ruins? Be careful now. Paimon's right behind you.
Ага, Паймон будет, похоже, именно сзади меня где-то прятаться. С другой стороны, ее можно понять. Оф. Эти сферы, насколько я помню, лучше не попадать. Да и выглядят они жутко. Наросты довольно стрёмные. Но сундучки разныкать не забыли. С того ракурса кажется, будто он без головы.
This looks like a person. Could it be the Grand Thief? Why is he in that position? Is he praying to something? That's... Why is the statue of the Seven hanging upside
Именно в
down?
такой момент игра решила обновляться.
The statue's hands.
Причем
Paimon
это...
remembers they're normally holding an orb, right?
Причем это статуя именно Барбатоса. Статуя Архонта Свободы, закованная в цепи. Символично.
But this statue is holding... What is that?
Сгусток бездны.
Paimon has a really bad feeling about this. And the Grand Thief hasn't moved an inch. Do you think he's...
Похоже, это первый не вполне живой персонаж.
Hello?
Человек.
Are you okay, mister?
Даже дыхания не слышно. Блин.
He's dead. Paimon doesn't feel so good. Let's get out of here. And fast. We should report back to Ganyu and Lon. Now what? We can't stay here. Quick, run!
Да. Совсем.
What's the hurry?
Кошмар. О, не успела. Что-то я. Ладно. О, а вот это, похоже, глашатый бездны.
You cannot spy on the secrets of the abyss. You have come here. You have seen our secrets. As a herald, I will mete out your punishment.
An abyss herald?
Dainsleif. Oh, I thought you were just a couple of... Did he send you here to die? His resistance against the Abyss has gone nowhere. The Abyss is unstoppable.
Уф. Потрясающе.
Power! I've never seen it before. Careful! Please don't get cocky!
Off we go.
Жалко, у меня мой НДД чуть-чуть... сейчас оживем. А все? Блин, а я думала, мы до конца сражаемся.
This power, it seems familiar.
Ну ладно.
I see. So it's you. You are the one. In that case, I shall stay here no longer.
Он от нас сбежал. Даже как-то обидно, что ли.
What a tough battle. Are you okay? Oh, such a strong enemy. Who knew the abyss? Huh? What is it? Oh, right, yeah. We're near the...
So,
О,
we meet
Дайн.
again. A little...
Hey, it's Dane!
Judging by your expression, it seems you just experienced something quite strange. Could it be that you encountered an Abyss Herald in those ruins?
Huh? How did you know that?
I've been on the Abyss Herald's trail. I didn't expect to find you here as well. An inverted statue of the Seven, holding abyssal power in its hands. No, I have never seen such a thing during my time fighting the Abyss. Tell me the rest of what happened in there. So you escaped the ruin depth.
And then, as we got close to the exit, an Abyss Herald suddenly appeared and we fought a big battle with that thing. Maybe it hasn't gotten too far yet.
Yes, this is a rare opportunity indeed. Come, let's catch up to it.
Let's go! A rare opportunity?
Ага, больше полезные, все дела. Начинаем беготню за Дейном.
Dodge this!
Those Abyss mages just now. Were they trying to...
No. They were just digging through these abandoned ruin guards looking...
Oh, is that so? The Traveler here seems to like doing that a lot, too. Looking for chaos devices, chaos circuits, you know, that kind of stuff.
They wouldn't be searching for such... In fact, I was nearby investigating precisely because Abyss Mage... They seemed to be searching the remains of ruin guards for a... However, they looked disappointed. So it...
Well then, why didn't you grab one of them just now and ask what they were up to?
О, да,
I
Аделек
certainly
таким
don't mean to be
занимается.
merciful towards these monsters of the Abyss. But I have a feeling that their plan with this object is of one cannot discover the truth behind it through or rather, these Abyss mages likely fear something else, much more than they do a painful interrogation.
Paimon is getting goosebumps thinking about all of this.
Alright, we shouldn't waste too much time.
Следующее место и длинный путь.
Free! Don't push your luck!
Why do they never admit that? Light it up!
A touch of frost! Spirit Blade! Attack!
Ну, вы уже скорее. Надоели.
Cool it!
Так, всех вроде.
Wow, besides the Abyss Order, seems wherever we find an Abyss Mage hideout,
There are no coincidences in the world, just like your appearance in that tavern. Time is just waiting for those seeds to sprout. Forget it. Just some needless musings. The connection between the Abyss Order and the Ruin Guards is by no means rather, they are both branches that have grown out and up from the same roots below.
branches, roots.
Учитывая, что он хранитель ветви, в
Both
этом есть
originate from an
что-то
ancient
этакое.
nation that was destroyed 500 years ago. Kanria.
Huh? Conria? Really? The Abyss Order and Ruin Guards are left over from... Oh. Speaking of Conria, that's really a super ancient name. Oh, right. As your guide, Paimon should explain a bit here. A long time ago, the nation of Conria was... Huh? You have memories of being there. But that nation was destroyed 500 years ago.
И мы это видели.
Is that so? Well, but if you would like to tell me, I will listen. So, the Conria you saw, what was it like?
Немножечко горящий.
So that's the complete story, huh? Paimon thought that you ran into that unknown god first.
I see. So your first memory after coming to this world was being awoken by your brother from within that meteorite.
It seems your brother woke up first. But the question is, how long before you?
And then your brother told you that the destruction of Conria plunged the whole world into chaos, and that you two should leave this world called Tevat?
The destruction of Conria? He said that?
That destruction you witnessed, that's history from 500 years ago. It seems the first time you awoke in this world was indeed during that period.
Huh. So your brother must have understood this world better than you did, because he woke up first.
And it was shortly after that that you encountered an unknown god who blocked your path, so you couldn't escape.
Oh, Paimon knows this part really well.
I understand. When you awoke at that time and hurriedly tried to leave for another world, you didn't know anything about Conria. But now, since you have come to gain some understanding of Tevat, you are able to guess that the war you witnessed all those years ago must be...
Ah, if that's the case, you must have been flipping through all sorts of books during our adventure these past few months. Before going to Mondstadt, you had just looked at some vague materials. Later, we managed to gather a whole bunch of old books from all around Mondstadt and Lille, but you told Paimon they were you. So the whole time you were just trying to learn more about Conria so you could find your brother? Oh, yeah. You can travel around the 7 nations to find this.
I probably know more about Conria than both of you. Conria was a nation without a god. Not because it had a god that died or abandoned them, but because it never had a god to begin with. It was a powerful nation, built purely by humans. An unprecedented, flourishing, and glorious civilization. It was the pride of humankind.
A nation without a god?
Later events unfolded just as you remember. It was all destroyed by gods.
You mean that...
500 years ago, the gods descended upon the world and brought desolation to Conria. The pride of humankind was uprooted and crushed, like a weed removed from the garden of the gods.
В принципе, это было не первый раз, учитывая то, что мы слышали, ну, вернее, читали о народе фей, а также заметки, которые мы находили на хребте, которые подтверждают, что этот народ также был весьма технологичен, своенравен и был немножечко уничтожен Селестией. Так что ничего удивительного.
How could that be? The history books don't say anything about that.
Yes, well, continuing to discuss the past now will only dampen our spirits. Let's keep moving. I will tell you more of what you want to...
Продолжаем искать следы.
Over there! It's more Ruin Guard. Dane was just saying how these... So, did Conria have a lot of ruins that needed to be guarded?
No. Ruin Guard is the name modern people have given these machines. These Ruin Guards were known as Field Tillers by the people of Conria.
Field Tillers? What a strange name.
It's not like you think. Field Tiller was just a code name. The people of Conria like to give code names to their weapons. The land is not to be tilled with farming tools, but rather is to be fought for with steel and blood.
Fought for with steel and blood? Well, that's an interesting way of understanding.
After the destruction of Canria, these they wandered aimlessly over the centuries, gradually perhaps resonating with the sorrow of other civilizations lost it.
That sounds so sad.
Once you understand more, those details won't mean much to you, but no matter their past.
Huh? This abyss maze dropped a
This talisman seems connected to the Abyss Herald. But why would an abyss make? Perhaps it really does contain information about.
But Paimon can't read the writing on it.
Engulf the faith of the enemy in flame, and bring glory to His Highness the Prince.
What? Is that what it says?
Loom of Fate initial operation. The Abyss, seem to be carrying out a large operation. The keyword here is Loom of Fate.
Меня смущает плетение судьбы. Просто у нас молитвы называются сплетенные судьбы же, да?
It seems like they are still launching the operation, or rather, are still conducting preliminary
Имеет ли это какой-то
tests.
символизм?
Loom of Fate? What's that? Is it literally a fate-weaving machine? From the horrible feeling Paimon's been getting, those eerie ruins are super likely to be related to this fate-weaving operation. So, Dane...
I'm reading it now. An ambitious operation.
How so?
In short, the first phase of the plan is related to Osial, Overlord of the Vortex.
The Overlord of the Vortex? You mean that god in the ocean? What do they want with Osial?
I know of your past heroics regarding Dvalin, and I also know, though you may not have been aware of it at the time, you were thwarting an Abyss Order operation.
Last time it was Venti's old friend. This time it's a huge ancient god. The Abyss Order keeps setting their sights higher and higher. Will the Abyss Order use their lies and dark magic to corrupt Osial? Just as they did
Ну, я не
to
думаю, что ему нужно угать. Его просто нужно освободить, а он с удовольствием всех разметает.
No. From the contents of they won't just corrupt Osial's mind. They also plan to use the ancient technology behind the field tillers to completely
Is that it? So wait, the Abyss Order wants to make some sort of cybernetic squid god of mass destruction?
Very few people today truly understand the civilization of Canria. Only the Abyss Order has consistently sought out the remnants of Canria. Despite being far from human, they seek out this lost human civilization quite The talisman's message states that they will use the defiled statue as a base, attaching Osial's limbs to construct a mechanized god.
Что-то двумя отдало.
And the new core that shall replace the orb usually held by the statue of the Seven.
The eye of the very first field tiller?
It would seem so.
This whole thing keeps getting more complicated.
Yes. Thereby imbuing the newly born god with the power to topple the divine thrones of Celeste.
Oh boy, the Abyss... Since no one knows where the first field tiller is, how about we take the information about the statue? Yeah, that tone-deaf bard is too difficult to track down it.
The cathedral.
Huh?
Nothing. Let's get...
Ну, собор так собор. Ну, туда уж мы успеем сгонять. Пока не вышло время.
What's the hurry? A huge statue. A grandiose cathedral. The people of Mondstadt clearly spent a great deal of
Mondstadt,
resources
Европа.
and energy to construct.
Здесь молятся и пьют вино. В случае с Розарией одновременно. Шутка.
But how aware of this was the Animal Archon on receiving this gift? And how much did he give back in return?
Faith doesn't ask for anything in return, though. Does it?
As long as the gods have a clear conscience about it all, there's nothing I can say about it.
Эй, ну, Венти особо-то и не просил устроить ему храмы.
Shh! We're about to enter the cathedral! Don't say anything bad about the Animal Archon! And actually, the Animal Archon is...
I never specifically said I would enter the cathedral.
Huh?
You are the honorary knight of Mondstadt. Having me tag along would only make them suspicious.
Мягко говоря.
Correct. And just as our little friend said, I might say something. When a non-believer steps onto holy ground, the result is never pretty.
Согласна.
I have never received the favor of the gods in the past. I don't see any reason.
А вот нам благосклонность богов нужна. Нам нужен вернее, нам нужен конкретный бог. Нам нужен грёбаный Джунли.
That's enough about that.
Okay, then we'll just go in...
I should warn you about one thing. The Church of Favonius wouldn't ignore the matter of the statue. But if they also meddling...
А тут что у меня? Короче, собрать объявления, плакаты и доску. Потом займусь. Сначала обратимся в церковь. Барбара, дорогая моя, подскажи нам.
I help. But I should first make it clear that if you need to borrow the holy lyre to Hermel again,
It seems she hasn't realized it's just an illusion.
И лучше бы она это продолжала не понимать.
We're here to ask some questions about something. Of course you wouldn't know anything about this.
Huh? You're here to ask about that old story? Well, I didn't expect that. That was such a long time ago, barely anyone mentions it nowadays. A long time ago, there was indeed one statue of nearly every member of the church joined the in the church's records, as you might assume. This... Of course.
Nothing? So do you have any other clues? Sorry, Barbara, but we can't tell you about the statue we saw just yet.
Паймон, тебе просто поменьше бы болтать бы.
It's for you.
Other strange stories? I'm not sure. Let me think about what other unusual...
The tyrant's final fury.
Oh, this refers to a time of great danger that engulfed many, many years ago. There was a time...
Balls of fire raining from the sky.
People at that time believed it was a curse laid down by the god of storm. This strange phenomenon continued for about a year. No one was ever able to solve it. Right. Later, the theory of the tyrant's final fury became perhaps it was something else that caused the disaster. Anyway, this incident might not...
It's okay.
There's that pointless word, thank you again. I can never get you.
Oh, Rosaria, it's you.
О, недавно только вспоминал.
If you're looking for the Knights of Favonius, they're busy with those monsters that tried to attack Mondstadt.
Wasn't that the Abyss Order?
Indeed. They're gathering in Wolvendom. Could it be that the Abyss Order is targeting the spirit? Master Jean has already headed off to Wolvendom. Master Jean said you should stay at the church and continue...
But you're also a member of the...
Right. We'll go give Matt...
Oh, okay. But please, everyone, be careful. May the Animal Archon protect you all.
Да, было бы неплохо, чтобы нас защищал Венти. Но, увы. Что-то его рано не видно. Ай, иди сюда.
I see. This could very well have something to do with the
But what is the Abyss Order going to Wolvendom for anyway? Are they looking to do the same as they did with Dvalin?
Но он скорее будет ужасом лесов.
Not again!
No, that's not like... Unlike Osile, who was just suppressed, Andreas died long ago.
В смысле?
Today, It is just his spirit that stands guard over
А,
The Abyss Herald may just be targeting the spirit of Andreas in an attempt to garner...
дух. Знаете, мне кажется, он слишком хорошо сражается для всего лишь духа.
The Abyss Order!
Don't underestimate the enemy. Let's take them now.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Dodge this! Cool it!
Let's light it up!
Freeze!
The closer we get to the target, the more enemies.
Yeah, what?
Huh?
Why not? Is it because you're afraid of fluffy animals?
It has nothing to do with wolves. It's because Boreas was an ancient god, yet he willingly became a servant of the... I cannot possibly agree with his actions. I don't desire any interaction with him. Besides, you're the one people like. I have no problem interacting with people, but interacting with gods... It's just my opinion, but a word of advice. You shouldn't place too much trust in them. But even if the god in question is your...
Don't trust them and don't hunt them. That's some awkward advice.
Lest I repeat the failings of my... I will tell...
Huh?
The destruction of the nation of Canria by the gods is the reason the Abyss Order now seeks to... Well, enough chit-chat. We should get back to business.
What a strange man. Yeah, that's true. You also keep your guard up against unfamiliar gods.
Зато знакомыми мы
At the
немножечко
night of
братаемся.
Ascension and Liyue, your decision was very similar to what Dane would do.
Honorary Knight, Paimon, what are you two doing here?
Oh, Master Jean! Rosaria told us that you came here to fight.
Then your help is greatly appreciated. The Abyss Order's sudden offensive is... I just scouted out all of Wolvendom. Rosaria told me that the Abyss Order is... But the Abyss Order and Boreas...
They just like to cause trouble. The Abyss Order already went after Dvalin. It's not too
Regardless, whether the reason behind the Honorary Knight, please go and check this god's spirit. He does not often see people. Okay, be careful.
Бла-бла-бла, знаем. Пошли, я не очень люблю, когда нападают на волков. Тем более нам с ним еще дуэлиться, когда пропуск обновится. О, уже тут.
Over there, it's Razor! And the Abyss Herald!
You not welcome here!
О,
You claim to be a guardian, yet your once sharp claws have clearly dulled since your days of God. If you serve us, we can restore your divine powers you once held in the... Lies. Lies.
What the heck is this ceremony? He looks like he's in a lot of pain. Oh no, is this...
Wolves never surrender. But this can't go on.
No matter how many times you resist us, your...
Nice and spicy.
так.
Swift and merciful, from whence you came.
in the morning.
You're toast!
Oh, so sorry. Dodge this.
Going in!
Да, блин.
What's the hurry?
Ай.
Submit for judgment.
Booba, get them!
Cool it.
Мы слишком близко подходим. Блин! Это ж надо было так его заморозить прямо в баре. Подойди-ка сюда, пожалуйста. Спасибо. Гоба, иди сюда.
Don't get frostbite. Spirit blade, attack!
Adventure time.
At the front!
The end, the abyss, shall rise once again.
А,
Dodge this.
не всех победили.
One with my blade.
Все.
The ceremony was out as an old no matter. This is but a small
Опять свалил.
It disappeared!
Thank you. You came. Just in time.
human Lupercal. I am ashamed that, but still, the Abyss Herald underestimated.
Lupus Boreas never refuses trial, but scary outsider, not respect trial rules. I too didn't see the trap.
Wait, so you mean the Abyss Order had everything prepared to...
Thank you. In the future, my claws must get sharper. You smell danger?
No, we heard about the danger. Paimon's nose doesn't even know what danger smells. Besides coming to help, we, excuse us, Mr.
I pay no heed to the contraptions of humans. I know not what this field tiller is. It entered into my proving ground by accident, but it could not think, only fight. I eventually damaged it greatly with one of my attacks.
By the sounds of it, it's possible that could have been...
Missiles. I do not know this. It could spin, leap high into the air, and even shoot fireballs. Although no match for a god.
Fireballs? Hey, anyway, this pretty much proves that the first... It sounds like the first one was way stronger than the... But in this story, it was damaged at the proving ground.
Don't know. But did we help?
Yes, you were a big help. Thanks. We need to keep investigating something super important. The Abyss...
Yes, I smell. You too.
Так,
Well, that was some good intel.
расскажем Дайну и уйдем на перерыв, пока игра не вырубилась сама.
Dang, there you are.
I saw her, but purposely avoid as both the Lion Fang Knight and acting Grand Master. If I'm not careful, one day I may. But back to the matter at hand. I defeated some. I see. Well then, we can...
Huh?
That information for example, the old... Exactly. The strange story told to you by that young
Ah, Paimon gets it. So the tyrants, after it was damaged in the fight with the wolf of the... Then, whenever anyone got close, pew, pew, boom, it would fight back then. The people of Mondstadt hadn't seen many...
It looks like we need to make a trip to Storm Terror's lair and comb the... What do you mean?
Huh? Oh, Paimon remembers too. We saw the...
Как раз, думаю, успеваем поглядеть на него. А, он чуть-чуть ниже.
This is it, right? Okay then, use your elemental sight to look for the eye. Ooh, so... Huh? What's...
This requires another. Using elemental sight on a field tiller is. Let me give it a try. And done.
Wow!
The very thing the Abyss Herald has been seeking all along. All of the ruin guards today are just replicas of this machine. As the prototype, its combat capability was unrestricted.
Prototype? Oh, Paimon doesn't know that word.
As the Abyss Order has surmised, if this eye is placed in the hands of the... And if the limbs of Osial, Overlord of the Vortex, are attached to the statue, there you have a mechanized god.
Все сильнее пахнет двемерами.
And this newly born god will have the power to topple the divine... Yes.
Then, what should we do with this eye?
No.
Huh? You? Dane?
You may doubt me if you wish, but I must, no matter where we may hide it, they will find it.
Короче,
And
никто
as for
никому
the
не
Church of
доверяет.
Favonius, well,
Oh,
but our work isn't done yet. To avoid any further we can't have the church get involved. Let's handle...
destroy it? That's a statue of the Seven!
Я не думаю, что Венти будет сильно против.
Well...
Do the Seven really... Let's go back to those ruins and destroy the inverted statue. I'll make sure it doesn't get away.
А вот это я, похоже, буду делать уже позже, потому что через 5 минут все вырубится.